accepted a job from the local druid, dealing with a situation where the beast had been scared by something called a dark heart. You heard about a pixie that might know more about that. You went to her, talked to her, and revealed that there was a dark heart that was influencing the beast and all the living creatures, but you might be resistant to its influence. So she told you its location in a burrow some distance away. So you went down into the burrow, and what followed was quite a tough dungeon, because it was infested with all kinds of swarm of beasties. A few of you almost died. And that's really about it. We spent the entire session in the burrow. Lots of fight. Some of you were slightly corrupted. Which is always nice.
Who doesn't like being corrupted?
Indeed.
Figure we should probably let the pixie know that we cleared out the corruption.
And the druid.
And the druid, of course. Sound good with everyone?
How does he?
Alright. Alright, so we'll start to make our way back towards the pixie.
Alright. You travel back to the big oak.
Anyone there?
Don't scare me like that!
You were scared?
I mean, all of a sudden a creature comes up and yells to your house when you're in the middle of making potions. You ought to be scared.
No.
Well, at least spooked.
I mean, minorly.
I mean, I'd be creeped out a little at least.
Fair enough.
Anyways, what can I do for you?
Heart's dead.
Ah! That's what the sensation was.
Yep.
No wonder. The influence has finally reduced from this area.
Alright.
You may
Thank you
keep the knife. It may come in handy in your journeys in the future.
Thank you for your assistance.
Oh,
Sure.
anytime.
Yeah.
You look like a group of fun people. Perhaps I'll find you one of these days when I need somebody with your capabilities.
It'd be our pleasure.
Now, I have a bunch of potion making to do.
Have a good night.
It was nice of you to let me know. I thank you. I have business.
Goodbye. And I will start walking away towards the druid.
I think it was like a 2-hour journey. Actually, it was even a day's journey to get even to the tree, but we don't need to do the random encounter right now.
Yeah.
You were beaten enough already. Oi, Zogs! You're back!
Hello, boars.
You have done something. I can feel the nature's presence being calmed down by your actions. The beasts have come less scared. I must assume that you were successful on your mission, yes?
The boar ate the heart of evil.
I did not eat the heart. You stabbed it with a dagger.
I was going to say...
Yes, eating the heart would have been stupid.
Right?
Yes.
That's what I told him.
Oh my god.
I mean, I have known many of stupid people in my day, but nobody can be that stupid.
Yes, I wasn't that stupid.
You were only
Yes.
planning on eating the corrupted owl bear.
That's different, alright?
Yes, he wasn't that stupid. Wink, wink.
Look, corrupted heart, not my business. Corrupted owl bear, on the other hand. Oh yeah, we killed a corrupted owl bear.
We made a mess and we cleaned it up. Now,
Wait, you're carrying the owlbear, right? You're actually physically
Yes.
carrying the. Okay, that's
I
what
am
thought.
dragging. I am dragging the owl bear.
Just the
I killed it.
whole fucking whole bear somehow. Because I can assure you, it's way too heavy for you to actually carry.
It is. Yeah, I can't carry it. It is like 4 times my carrying capacity, but I can drag it very slowly.
I mean,
So, what about the reward?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, of course, people such yourself are interested in rewards, but I did promise a reward for this. Let me go and find it for you. I don't really have any cash for you, but this will have to suffice.
Hey,
And he went
Ethan,
into the and he went into the woods and never came back.
Ethan, want the pelt on the owl bear? I know you like pelts. Finn,
Yes.
you want the owl bear pelt?
Actually, I was thinking about taking parts like teeth, claws, bones. But
That's
yeah,
fine.
the pelt's will work too.
I only need the meat.
Yeah, dude, I don't want the meat. I want all the other parts.
Here you go, and I just plop the owl bear in front of Finn.
I need to ask you, Finn. Does the groin of the owl bear is meat or all the other parts?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna really use the organs. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and dispose of it. But I really want the bones and the teeth, the claws. The pelt's pretty cool, but I don't know if I can carry that much.
He comes back with 3 items and he's like, I'll let you choose from one of these.
Only one? At least give us a 2. We
I don't got
rather
much.
beating up there.
You cannot deal what I have.
Oh, you can spare those two things at least. We are the ones who ended the plague. That
To
was
be fair,
destroying-
we also cured like all of the animals in this area, destroyed the corrupted heart, and we also had a lot of self-sacrifice in as 2 of us almost died. I figure 2 is the least we can ask for.
You guys can roll me diplomacy.
Not perception, persuasion.
I got
Persuasion.
16.
Are people
I have
playing way
12.
too much Dark Heresy?
How? At least I roll more than one, I think.
You rolled an 8, so
16. Alright. Your berserker friend makes here a good argument.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Sure, these aren't really that powerful anyways, but magic items nowadays are fairly hard to come down unless you go dwelling in one of those dungeons.
That is true.
Not something that you can buy in a store. So, you can have two. Fair, fine enough. First, I have a pair of boots of the Winterlands. These grant you resistant to the cold. They have been fairly on my travels. But I will be willing to give them away. For such a person as yourself.
What are the other 2 items?
I'll be getting to them. Don't hurry. Got a little
Apologies.
save the best for last. Don't you agree?
Of course.
I don't think any of you use as a shield, do they?
I
can
will
use a
be.
shield.
I
I would
also
like to
plan
use
on
a
using a
shield.
shield. Yeah, I mean, we both need shields. We got 2 people who want shields.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd love to give the shield to Savvy. What is the shield?
Let's see, is there like a lovely flavored shield? Ooh, what is this? Oh, that's legendary. I don't want to give you guys legendary. He doesn't have any legendary armor.
It's like, here is the Vorpal sword.
I have this, they used to call this thing, what does this actually do? I wanna give this to you. I gotta check before I actually give it to you. Gotta check
just
if that
imagine-
they're not broken.
I just imagine the druid just going in the back is like, the shield? No, this is a legendary item. This one?
That's the thing. Oh no! It's okay, I gotta check what kind of an item is this. This sounds actually funny. Surprisingly enough, I don't remember all of this.
Oh, my spare Vorpal sword.
Okay, no, that's actually really terrible. Why would he give you a cursed, cursed walking weapon?
Ah, you dealt the cursed heart? Here's a course shield.
Shield of missile attraction.
Missile
They
attraction.
didn't fall around.
Ah, yeah,
Plus one
here
or
we go.
two.
They used to call this thing a sentinel shield in the back in the day. That's the secondary item.
Alright.
And finally, let's see what other thing I have lying around just for you.
Potion of Storm Giant Strength.
Ah, no. Don't really. Ah, here we go. Amulet of resistant to poison.
We'll take the boots. Whoosh! Zizi just grabs the boots.
I believe
Or-
the shield's probably the second best option. Is everyone in agreement with the boots and the shield?
Yes, seem reasonable.
Yes, I believe we have ways of curing poison as well, do we not?
I don't believe lesser restoration.
Yeah,
With
Either
your-
way,
Didn't we actually get a peripet of something to be better against disease or poison? I think it was against disease.
yes, that is for me. It makes you immune to disease. Yeah, so I believe the shield and the boots are the best options.
Alright, hopefully this will aid you in your journey. I truly appreciate what you have done on the behalf of all of the animals here in the forest. You have done
Of
us
course,
a
it's our
great
pleasure.
favor. May the nature's blessing be with you on your journeys.
Thank you. And I go ahead and pick up the shield and give it to Savvy.
Thank you.
No problem.
If you're ever around these parts, do stop by. Always
course.
nice to see a friendly face. Good old sock and give you a nice big old hug.
Happy to help. Alright, is everyone ready?
Now I am resistant to fire and cold. They cannot.
Savvy would not have needed those boots as much.
Yeah, I do
Now-
not need them either.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, it works well on you though. That's what's important. It's that if
Give me a
everyone
minute.
has cold res,
Give me a minute. I need to
course.
change my clothes.
go ahead. Yeah, I mean at this point, I think 3 out of 6 of us have cold resistance.
Yep. Remember, guys, those robes of Elven somebody? I am having finally a possibility to wear them.
Yeah, you don't have you guys have one really good magic item. The rest of them are not that good so far.
Yeah, well, I mean honestly, the
Giving our druid advantage on perception checks is kind of a thing.
oh, is that from the Sentinel?
Yeah, the Sentinel Shield is actually kind of nice for a uncommon item.
That
Really
is really,
good.
especially on the druid. Yeah.
That I will grant you, that Sentinel Shield is one of the greatest, one of the better starting items that you can get.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, the whatever, however the hell you say it.
Peripety.
Petty, yes. It's honestly not bad because just flat out immune to disease, which just makes a lot of things easier. Removes a lot of poison checks.
No, it does not remove poison checks.
Not poison checks, but I mean a lot of checks from monsters that have poison damage have diseases.
Yeah, that would have been come in handy if any of you had failed. Well, you didn't have the item yet, but if you had failed one of the maggots, they had like a
Yeah.
really shitty disease.
Damn.
Like, really bad.
It's like we could just like toss the parasites of health or whatever, just toss it between everyone. Alright, now everyone's cleansed.
Hey, Druid, one question.
Aye.
I have some fancy crystals here. Can you say more about them? And I show him 5 crystals that I gathered from the cave, from some kind of weird ritual.
Ah. Let me inspect this for a moment. Interesting. A plot crystal. Haven't seen this lying around everywhere. I thought this had gone extinct with the long time ago. It's a good thing that they're inert now. We would have been in a lot of trouble if these were active.
They can be reactivated or their power is already gone.
Well, you could probably activate this, but that would, I assure you, you don't want anything to do with that. This is what I have read from the books related to the witch's power.
Really?
Yes. These
Intriguing.
blood crystals can harvest and contain an essence of life force. So to activate them, a certain sacrifice in a very specific way must be made.
What way?
I'd rather not tell you.
We found them being used in some sort of ritual that seemed inactive. Could it have been that ritual?
Perhaps. If this... you found them near the Dark Heart, these were probably used in the creation of such a thing.
That makes sense. No, Zeesley, no.
To use them would be a foolish idea. To use the power of a witch. I have
Yes,
seen people.
I agree.
I have read that people have gone mad from that. Never to be the same again.
Yes.
Right.
It would
But
be
somebody-
stupid.
But somebody did use them and... Yeah, who?
And we did not see them. It would be stupid, right, ZZ?
Zizi is taking away those crystals and hiding them in the backpack one more time.
Jesus. Insufferable.
The question still stands. Who activated the crystals and who made the ritual?
I don't know, but they weren't there afterwards. The only thing I could tell reasonably could have been summoned by those crystals had to have been the Dark Heart. Of course, we know that's what it was. But why would they want the Dark Heart created?
To get revenge on the city, of course!
But it's nowhere near the city.
Could be somebody were just trying out their powers. I don't really know. The motivations to use the witch's power. You must be foolish to even attempt such a thing.
Agreed. Thank you for all the help.
Of course.
Can we stay one night here at least to
I mean,
recover?
I only got one pet, but you're free to stay here with the animal sanctuary. You should be safe here. Nothing will harm you across these borders.
Thank you.
We are protected by a sanctuary.
That is true. Alright, everyone, gather around. Let's go and prepare for the night.
I need blood crystal. Not black crystal, but blood crystal. This is already making her tent.
Alright, let's see. You know what? You don't need to draw here. I can give you just one. There we go.
Come on, Sammy. Can you help? Give me a hand?
Sure.
Little prettier. The actual tent.
So we can agree, Sabi, that we cannot sell the crystals.
Yes, we should not sell these crystals.
Yes, that would be stupid.
But we can always make a jewelry out of them.
From what I'm hearing, that would also be stupid.
I'd rather not keep them that close to my person.
I am also not keeping them that close to my person. Oh no.
Look, I am the one eating corrupted owlbear, and I think that's stupid.
We are not talking to you, Bor.
I am talking at you.
Okay, talk whatever you want.
Nah, it's fine. I'm going to bed. I just curl up around Bear.
They are going to make a great... I know what I would be able to do. Arrowheads out of those crystals to curse our enemy. That will be great.
Yo!
If they could be shaped into the without ill effect.
Remember, I have two invisible hands that can do things for me. From time to time, I'm using them to help me do some things. And from time to time, to do the cooking.
Oh my.
Fair enough.
By the way, Sabi, thank you for your assistance during the battle.
I always do what I can.
That's true. But without your radiant light, I will be dead. So dead.
And without your assistance keeping these what swarms you did at bay, I probably would not have made it as far as I did before needing to be dragged out.
I stood by your side even when you were lying, just in case some stupid worm would try to attack you when you were lying down.
Thank you.
Not a problem. We'd have done a job when boys were having fun with Snow Ober. And I am looking at Finn, who is carving out the Snow Ober.
Oh yeah, I mean, Finn's over there just carving out parts, smiling, covered in blood.
And I am
Foreign Bear. Foreign Bear just watching Finn, waiting for him to finish so we can have our food.
And what Rowan is doing.
Rowan's just hanging out.
Just watching the shenanigans.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to take my rest.
Good night.
Wake me up when my watch is on the back.
Alright. I'm pretty sure it'll be clear here. We'll wait until morning.
I do not trust this old fucker.
Excuse you?
He probably didn't see a proper woman since ever.
Look, if they try to do something, I will stab them myself, alright? Just out immediately. Alright, good night.
Alright. You rest peacefully throughout the night. Like Zog the Halfork promised, you are safe here. And the weather, as predicted, has cleared up. No more blizzard.
Good morning.
Slightly colder than usual, but nothing that you haven't been used to living in this region.
Nice warm day.
Finn, did you sleep or anything, or were you just carving out the over whole night?
I hope it didn't take all night, but however that worked.
No, it didn't. I had a good meal after. And is quite good at carving it out, to say the least.
You remember, guys, that there was some serial killer in the town?
Well, we should probably make our way back to the town anyway. We should probably let the tavern know that we cleared everything out.
But we must be much watchful. On our heads, there is still a price. And on Finn's too.
Fair enough, but if we're just a little bit cautious, we should be fine. Alright. Is everyone up and ready? Sabby, what does the weather look like for tomorrow? Or today, or whatever?
Cleared up. Everything looks like we should have fair weather on our way back.
Alright, thank you.
Tomorrow's weather? I might as well roll it right now. Alright. Let's see. Tomorrow, you think it will get into the extreme cold?
Do we think we'll be able to make it back in town by then?
Close, but if you hurry, you might.
Alright. I think we should probably head out early, get there as fast as possible before it becomes extra cold. Is that good with everyone?
Yeah? Repeat?
I think we should probably head out early before it gets extremely cold. That sound good?
Guys, do we need to risk it?
Look, we either stay here an extra day and waste time, or we just get there a little bit late and be clear.
I mean, I'm cool with either way.
Let's put it to a vote. I say let's head out.
We should probably get moving. At least I have picked up some winter clothes in town, so I am not extremely averse to being slow about it, but I have no opposition to rushing.
Finn, Aaron, Zizi?
I'd say we go.
Aaron, Susie?
I pass.
Alright, Rowan, your last vote.
I said there's a storm coming in.
Tomorrow, yeah. We should be able to make it there if we rush.
Extreme cold. Also meaning
That's
that
cool.
the temperatures will drop so low that even your clothing is not gonna save you all the way through.
How long does it take to get there?
If we rush, we should make it by the end of the day.
How about 80 Celsius?
Negative 80
Yeah.
or 80? Because 80 is high.
Well, negative, of course. The average temperature is about 40 to 49.
Negative?
Maybe even 30 if it's like a really warm day.
Got it.
Let's try and make it.
Hey,
Okay.
sounds good. Let's
Uh,
start
Alright.
going.
yeah, like I said, you can make it if you go like slightly faster. Sure, you'll be tired, but it's not like you're going into a battle. You're going into a town.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
I'm just like, aha! This is my chance to throw this.
Alright, time to fight Tarask.
Be like, yeah.
Okay, we are heading.
Alright. Let's see if anything fun happens during your day's journey back into the town. Oof. Absolutely nothing.
Alright.
You make some really good time avoiding the extreme cold. At the end of your travel, you start to like very slowly feel it. But you're more than close enough to get into the town and its shelter.
Am I able to get into like a couple of shops before it gets too cold?
Sure.
Alright, then I'm going to buy a bunch of stuff. And I already have it all set up.
Yeah, of course. If you need to buy it, you can just do it like off.
Yeah, I did it off, but I was waiting to give it all to myself until we reached
Yeah. If anybody else needs to shop, feel free to.
Yeah, I'm switching out my leather for studded leather as well.
Yeah, I've basically committed into being a tank. So I brought my AC from 14 to 17.
I'm gonna go grab like a drink up some freaking caffeine or something. I'm kidding. Freaking yawning like a motherfucker, so I'm gonna get myself
Yeah, I
like
can hear you.
a Coke or something.
Sounds good.
So just like 2 minutes or a minute.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, pretty much just committed all into being more tanky. Turns out Scale Mail is one more armor class than my unarmored defense. So technically
Not
worth
worth
it.
it. Not
It
worth
is.
it.
100% is worth it.
But you have disadvantage on sneaking.
Am I sneaking?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to be stealthing. I think I'm way too big for that.
Mm.
It gives
Yeah,
me
scale-
disadvantage, but even then I
scale-
can just take it off.
Yeah, scale mail would also be an upgrade for me, but can't use metal.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much, I can unequip it if I need to stealth at any point, but otherwise it's just worth to have on, because although it is just a +1 armor class, once I reach level 8, that goes from a +1 to a +2. It's a lot of additional stuff, but from my calculations, it's worth it.
Yeah. So, for reference, my AC went from 14 to 17.
Yes, I am
Oh.
14 to 17.
Okay.
Which one of you has... Sabi has a shield in the end. Okay.
Yeah, they got the shield, but I'm getting a separate shield, and I'm gonna one-hand my longsword, because it's the plus 1d6 to the main bonus. You alright?
Nothing, Bar. Nothing. Selling
Okay.
items. The funniest thing, I have a collection of daggers. I have a ritual dagger. I have a wooden dagger. Need more daggers.
Definitely keep the wooden dagger, because it's a +1.
It's not.
No, it's just a one dagger. But it is more effective against the fucking corruption.
Alright. Back in Walden. You take shelter from the extreme cold. But the town's still been somewhat alarmed of the recent prison break. You take shelter in your tavern.
Before entering the tavern, I use prestidigitations to clean my clothing and myself, so at least I don't look like I'm covered in blood.
Yeah, that might be a good idea to even do it before you get into town.
Board does not care.
One question: will be able to find a rather shady seller that will be able to sell us disguise kit or poisoner's kit? Is there an alchemist maybe in the city?
Let's see. This is a trading town. So, do they have a alchemist here? They do have an alchemist here. But the real question is, are they shady enough to sell you something like that?
I guess I'd be either persuasion or deception.
I am not buying poison, I am just buying things to make potions. It's my fault that they are going to be poisonous, to be honest.
Exactly. Problem.
It's just a healing potion that has gone bad.
Yeah. I know it does 2d4 instead of healing 2d4, but that's no problem.
Bor already ate worst things.
That is true.
How fuck, my rolls are so bad.
Oh my god.
Did we got inspiration from finishing the cold-hearted
No.
quest?
No.
What did I roll? 2.
You rolled
Never
a
mind.
2. 1 off a complete failure.
Need to send someone more persuasive then.
Apparently,
Ron!
Boar is very persuasive.
Ron! You do the next swoop. I need a poisoner's kit. Here is the money.
What?
I'm going to make some people's life toxic.
I
Now
don't
go.
think you need a poison kit for that.
Yeah, that's why you are going to buy me one. Apparently nobody likes me in the city.
Is that surprising?
Oh, fine. Fine. Where am I going?
Go there, turn around the corner, the third alley to the right then, and you will find a not so good looking alchemist shop. You can try there.
Are you sure they're not just a drug dealer?
What?
Rowan starts walking a little bit faster hearing that.
The possibility of drugs are endless.
So yeah, with the instructions, you head into the cold weather. It's blazing cold out there at that point. But you find the alchemist shop. This little nice, little quaint alchemist shop that is ran by a half-elf. Hi! Customer, can I get you something?
Yeah, let me get a poisoner's kit.
A poisoner's kit. Okay, I won't ask your reasons of buying such a thing.
Well, I'm working on anti-poison. So, and anti-venoms. So, I need to create poisons to help develop
Yeah,
the resistance to those.
that's fair. I didn't really need to know that. Just don't get a lot of people asking for such things. Yeah, that would be 50 gold pieces, please.
No problem. I'm assuming ZZ gave me the money.
We
Hold on, 50 gold pieces for a poisoner's kit?
That sounds
Yeah.
about right.
God damn, that's expensive.
Pleasure doing business with you. Welcome back to Any Day to Mortar and Potions, your favorite local alchemy store. We are happy to serve you.
Thank you very much.
If you want anything more, please take a look at our stocks.
I'll take a look around and see what she has.
It's a typical alchemist shop. You see some herbs, some vials filled with strange liquids, a few healing potions on the stock shelves, different kinds of other potions.
That I'll just go ahead and head back out to the bar.
when you get back, you're like half frozen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit by the fire and warm up.
My hero. I
Could've
Or's
find
gonna
a
head
poisonous
out and
bit.
cuddle next to Rowan.
My hero. Thank you for your. Everything.
He didn't have it. I don't. Wouldn't sell it to me.
Really? How is that
Yeah.
possible? Fuck! Everything is going to hell as always. Why this city always needs to stand on its head?
He said it's on back order. I had to put down a deposit for it.
Alright. At least you tried. Or did you?
Of course, I tried.
Well,
Look at me. I'm frozen here.
I was frozen today.
Mm-hmm. You didn't go around any other taverns, did you? Hmm?
Go around where?
I'm inspecting you right now.
Can I look at Rowan's like coin purse or whatever and see if it looks heavier than normal?
Well, he did spend the money.
He did spend. Well, yeah, he spent the money, but I want to see if it's heavier than normal. Nope. I believe him.
You don't notice the extra pound of gold.
Nope. I 100% believe Rowan did exactly what he said he did.
I rolled 22 on insight, and only good roll today, so do not roll better on your deception skill or whatever.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
It might go that. Shit.
27.
Wait, how did you get a +6 from your mods?
Expertise.
Hmm.
If I had to
Yep.
guess, at least.
Expertise. I have expertise in deception.
Yep. Expertise. Oh my god.
I
Either
got
way,
plus
that
more
was
than
a
my charisma.
19, so that would have split
Mhm.
one either way. That would have been a 23 without the +4.
So how long will you? I will have to wait.
He said can take sometimes a week, a 10-day.
Okay, I have time. I have a new spell book. I bought myself a spell book.
Oh,
Mhm. And I am thinking a good familiar. Which one will be nice for me?
Bear!
A snake, a rat, a raven, or maybe an octopus or owl.
I don't know if an octopus would be a very good familiar in this climate.
Have you ever tried to get the octopus off your mouth?
I mean,
Wow.
not recently.
So you did try that. Sabi, what do you think? What will be a good familiar?
Well, a snake might fit you personally. I doubt a snake would like the cold that much.
I think owl would be a great thing to do.
Maybe a raven. You can talk to it. Have a conversation.
You
Well,
can't
it's a
talk to them
familiar.
normally?
It's a familiar,
Raven
and you
talk.
can talk to any of them.
Exactly.
I know that owls are good, you know. during the darkness.
They are.
And they really good see in the darkness. I think owl. It can fly, it can see. A winter owl is not something you wouldn't see around here. Oh.
Isn't one of the Frost Maiden forms is an owl?
I do not know.
Anyways,
Kinda, not really.
Thorn's gonna get even closer to the fire.
Like a half humanoid owl bear creature thing. It's like her first form.
So what did you buy? I see a new armor.
I picked up some sort of leather armor. I might plan on getting. I saw some axe beaks around. Might consider getting one of those to ride. To ride.
Sled.
How much gold did we put in this?
I think you have quite few collected at this point from the quest and your loot. Well, not like that much, but considering the rate of like stuff that you've been selling, it's a few. You should probably have like what, a couple of hundred at this point.
Yeah, of course. A lot of it though.
Yeah, if you're selling anything, keep in mind you are selling it at 50%.
Yep.
Of its
We leveled up last game, right?
Yep, you did level
Yes.
last week. You are 4.
I'm gonna head to bed. Have a good night.
Except we will also head towards bed.
Alright. Yep. I think with that you all fall asleep, resting peacefully throughout the night.
I do two things before falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I cast Find Familiar, and it is an owl that will stay around me. And I cast Rituali, an alarm spell, just in case. And then I go to sleep.
Finn just goes to sleep. I mean, he's gonna go to his room and pass out.
Yep. You rest peacefully throughout the night. Like I already said once, but
Double rest.
double rest. Okay, I need to find a thing for this. uno momento.
Oh, of course.
Finding a good asset is always annoying. What the fuck is that? You know what? Fuck it. That's good enough.
Good old owl JPEG. Make sure to let ZZ control the owl.
I will be able.
Yes, he should be able to since he programmed it himself.
In the
So,
meantime, I only have
since
one thing.
You guys are resting up in your different rooms. I think you're doing like 2 and 2, and one of you are resting like alone, right? Or are you doing like 3 and 2?
Yeah, I'm resting with Bear and myself. I don't know where Finn is though.
If I end up resting by myself, it's okay.
That is entirely up to you guys. How do you want to fit? You can fit about three people into the room, but considering that one of the rooms has a bear, I think that room is a little occupied. So if you want, you could go to sleep with one of the others.
Yeah, I am curled around a bear.
Because they went through the goddamn effort of convincing the innkeeper that, hey, you should let the bear in.
A good old bear.
Okay, and upload. In the early morning, why am I getting an error? Oh, lovely, it didn't work.
Oh, great.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Every time when this happens, okay, I gotta do it again for it to work. You know what? I actually like this a little better.
Who doesn't like it when things don't go right?
You should see the Friday game that I'm just trying to host. It's almost impossible DM it at sometimes. Because the lag on there is like nightmare level.
Jesus.
Just like last Friday when we were playing, Roll20 kicked me out of my own host because it said that I can't connect it to my own fucking game.
Jesus. That's like when a game says you can't connect to your own server.
Exactly, I was like, but I'm the fucking host!
Yeah, that is brutal.
Actually, you know what? I like that even better than this last picture. So, one more upload. Okay. Perfect. I have a picture. Okay, and random roll. Okay. 1, 2. In the morning, Sabi, Cici, you hear this gentle at your door.
Sabby will go up and check the door. See if there's anyone. See if someone was knocking.
Mm-hmm. You open the door. Behind it, you see a young maid giving you a curtsy. Hello there, Master Sabi.
Who?
Hello, morning, Mistress Cici.
I don't remember giving you my name. Hello!
It was a long day of travel yesterday. Is there anything I can help you with?
It truly was. Thought you were going to die there for a moment. But not really. Just checking up on our mistress's favorite subject. She sends her regards. And told me to give you this. She hands you a little scroll. Don't open it quite yet. Open it when you're far from this town. Let's say a few days from now. Understood?
Thank you.
At least give it like 5 days before opening it. I hope you understand. I wish you a good day. I shall be observing your progress with a keen eye.
Of course. You do not
Ta-ta!
wish to upset the Ice Queen.
She's like starts almost like skipping away.
Okay. And I guess we'll wait to kind of, if it is enough morning, get up and start that process. Otherwise, go back to bed and rest. And wait to discuss this with the full party.
Yeah, you do your morning routines. It's like really early in the morning, like 5:30 a.m.
Yeah. Going back to bed and waiting till actual morning too.
Yeah, you rest a little bit more. Each of you wake up refreshed.
Or is doing some morning drinking.
Sabby will kind of come out and ritual cast detect magic on this scroll.
You do feel something from the scroll.
I gotta focus on it more to see if I can tell what school it is, but...
Yeah, let me find it for you, because with that you could just, know what it is.
Okay.
Or what kind of, it is, abjuration magic.
Okay.
So, probably more than likely some kind of a protection spell.
Okay. And with that, kind of wait for the morning, wait for the party to kind of reconvene. And then place the scroll out. It's like, there was a visitor last night who claimed to be working with our primary patron. She handed me this scroll. It appears to be some kind of abjuration magic, and directed me not to read it until we were almost a week out of town.
You see Boar drinking a gallon of ale.
That sounds interesting.
I think Rowan is gonna head to a weapon shop and pick up a couple of hand crossbows.
Figure we should deal with the guards sooner or later.
I think we should gather up and decide what do we do next.
Agreed. Anyone want some ale?
Let's take some ale and go to our rooms so nobody will listen upon us.
Alright, I have literally a gallon. Who wants it?
I never drink and plot murder. They never mix.
Why not?
You get sloppy.
How many drinks can you have? I mean, I have no problem with it.
I'm a sorcerer, sir.
Good point.
Actually, you have better condition than normal mage, so...
Look, all I know is
do,
that
but I don't-
this is not enough to get me drunk.
Wait.
Okay. Let's gather in one of our rooms in 1 hour so everybody can buy their stuff and we shall discuss the topic of what the fuck we are doing next.
Sounds good.
So see you in 1 hour.
Boar's just trying to get through this gallon of ale.
Just get an insta trunk.
I don't know if it's enough. I don't think it's enough for Boar. He can take a lot.
Well, then again, you do have that thing that prevents disease, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it'd be more poisoning than disease.
It's true.
True.
I mean, it might prevent you from liver failure, but...
Wow. Wow.
Okay, there apparently is a sobriety check.
I mean, I could bring up the dead ass trunk table to see if
Oh god.
how badly you get it.
You know what? I'm also picking myself up an axe beacon riding saddle.
Okay. Because there is a table for such thing as just completely plastered out.
Yeah, there's this thing, there's the drunkenness DC.
So, do you really want to down the entire
No.
cast?
No, I do not.
Good
Literally, like,
choice.
this says, for like 6 rounds, it's a DC 25 Constitution saving throw. This amount of ale is the equivalent of over 10 rounds.
Yeah, whenever I do host drinking contests, it is a sage of increasing DCs. First to 3 fails loses.
Yeah, like this has for round 7, like 7 rounds, it is a DC 30 Constitution saving throw. That is
Probably, like-
insane.
Maybe we like start at 12 and start going up by 2s every round.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On the part of the ice troll, I believe that was that we killed, that I managed to gather. Can I use mend to actually fix the damage to it?
Med is for... Hold on, I gotta check its wording. I'm gonna assume that it might work, but... single break or tear in an object such... Yeah!
Alright, so I'm going to try to mend it. And then,
Absolutely.
Then I heard there was an alchemist here, so I'm going to see if they're interested in buying it, because I don't know how long it's going to last. It might have an importance to them in alchemy.
Alright, yeah. You fix it and you bring it to the same clerk that Rowan talked to a little while ago.
I
Hello.
have to buy a poison kit. No. Anyway.
Welcome to the Mortal and Pestle. How we can help you today?
I have managed to harvest a ice troll's heart, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in purchasing it, and I will present it.
Oh, that's fairly rare to find. Don't really see these many often. I'll...
In perfect condition.
yeah. You have done a fairly good job at fixing it, and or keeping it together. Rare to see such a thing. Yeah, we can buy this. If you're selling, that is.
Yes, I'm quite selling.
I'll give you how about this is a fairly rare ingredient. I can give you 12 gold for it.
Can I make an insight check?
Absolutely.
Ooh. I don't think it worked. Well, it doesn't help that he has an 8 intelligence either.
No, but that is brutal.
You think that she is giving you the best deal of your lifetime?
Okay, I'll take it.
Anything else, good customer?
Well, actually, no. Thank you, though.
to visit the Mortal and Pestle another day.
I smile broadly and leave. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Anything else that anybody else wants to do?
I believe we're clear.
Okay. Then we can probably go into you guys wanted to talk within the party itself. So you probably go back to your room and lock the door.
So, it seems the our primary patron has someone following us.
How the hell have we not seen them?
Oh, we probably leave fairly distinct tracks in the snow, particularly with your friend.
Well, fair enough. Did they say anything about seeing us like the cave or something?
They had mentioned we had nearly failed our mission. For some of us, at least.
They had to have been behind us within the cave or something. How the hell did we not see them?
That, or they saw you drag me out.
Potentially, but did they mention multiple people?
Possibly, but I'm sure some of you also looked fairly bruised on the way out of the cave.
Good point.
So,
Alright, new goal. I am going to spot them.
I will also keep my eyes out, kind of holding up the new shield.
Sounds delightful.
But with us being followed, we probably do need to start working towards finding this hero.
That is north, correct?
You had
Some of
two
them was
potential leads once again. One of them was rumored that he's either with the resistance somewhere or he's somewhere in the north.
Well, go ahead.
There are three options then. The first two, we stick to the plan and our quest giver. We can go to the north and to check out if there is a hero. Also, during our last adventures, we found a book where it was written that somebody really powerful make a deal with the Ice Queen, and then it was broken and he moved away from the deal and her to the north. That's the first one. Second one, we can take the lead and go and speak with the mayor and try to find the Resistance. So we can bring the fucking hero to deal with the Ice Queen. Or the Ice Queen will deal with him. Either way, we win. Those are our two primary options. The longer it takes, more she is going to nag us about them. The third option is this mysterious guy that we met in the ruins and his monastery. We do not know anything about him. We have only his word that he can help us, but we do not know how we can believe him, or we do not know the price. Those are our three options. Running away, I don't think is an option.
Since
Since
we're being tracked.
yeah, so let's just make a quick vote. Which option we want to first pursue, and then let's speak about the details.
I agree
All right.
with heading north. I think it's the right call for now.
Heading towards the northern tribes is probably our best.
If
course of
anything, it will
options.
make the Queen give us some leeway, since we're clearly pursuing the mission.
And it will probably get us further away from any population centers before we try to figure out what this role does.
Agreed.
Okay,
Finn,
I agree. Let's go north.
Susie, Rowan?
Rowan,
I'm fine going north.
Alright. Susie, do you agree?
I would rather go with the resistance because
The issue
tribe life is not my forte.
The issue is, we don't know where the resistance is. We only know they are north.
No,
So
we
it's-
don't know where they are. We have a clear lead to talk
Actually-
the mayor of the city.
Yeah, you don't have like any clue where the resistance is.
Okay.
Yeah, north is like rumored that the hero was traveling there.
That does give us possible information on where the hero may have went. And if they are in the direction of the resistance, then we can follow that trail.
And the other entire different clue was that he could be with the resistance more than likely. And
Yes.
the resistance at the moment, far as you're in character concerned, they could be anywhere.
If we take that in mind, we could follow the hero from wherever he went to possibly find the resistance from there.
4-1.
4-1.
We are going north, so we need to prepare.
I am
Alright.
I am giving myself an axe beak and riding saddle to help move across the snow.
Bear can bring us wherever we need to go.
Like,
We need provisions. It will be nice to have a map.
I have my provisions covered. If anyone wants to buy their own stuff, now's the time.
I have good berry for days where we are not in heavy combat. But I'm not sure how well they cover bear or axe beak.
We will see. Although I have Bear's food covered, don't worry.
One question only. Where the fuck we are going to the north?
Let's see. Let's look at a map. We need to be ready for quite a trek. See if we can get a map.
You pull up your gold map that was provided by the Ice Queen.
North from here, we are in this town.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few tribes, like along the northern sea.
Hey guys, odd thought. Do you think she's tracking you by that map that you're carrying with you? And she's the one that gave it to you, and all it would take is like a locate object spell, and you know what direction you're in, and kind of how far.
Well, I mean,
She might
considering how
have
large
put
our
her
tracks are, I'm pretty sure they could follow us anyway.
She marked us with her magic. She's
Yes.
powerful enough.
We have also been marked.
1,000 years of getting stronger and stronger. She has a capacity to fuck around with her magic.
I doubt she would need this map to track us. Although, my detect magic showed it was magic earlier. But other than that,
Can you
Okay,
determine
now-
what type of magic?
school, but not.
Ah,
but
got it.
that only gives you clues for more intent.
Alright, in that case, my thought process is heading up to the Scaregel tribe. Is that good with everyone? It's gonna be quite a trek.
Mm,
It actually might be worth it to have to Last Chance Monastery first.
Yeah, take a detour.
do we really want a detour to this monastery?
It's a very minor detour. We're going through the
One
mountain
more
range
time.
anyway.
One more time, we do not know anything about those guys. You're
We
just
don't.
hoping. You're just hoping they're going to be kind to us.
Here's the thing. We're either traveling 120 kilometers with no towns, or we're traveling 130 with towns.
It's a sanctuary, not a town.
It's a sanctuary, but either way, we'll be able to get resources if needed.
I recommend a path more like that, less travel through the mountains. But
I'm on board with that.
Mm. Okay, keep quick voting one more time. Do we go
Alright.
into the monastery? Who is for yes?
I believe this is the correct path, yes.
monasteries, the chances the monastery hurts us more than helps us is low. If nothing else, they are evil. We can defeat them and take anything valuable they have.
Agreed!
Worst case scenario. That is not our intended plan. Looks at ZZ and Rowan.
Fair enough.
Rowan?
What is your vote?
Hmm. To be honest, I don't really care what we do.
Alright. Then should we say that you are abstaining?
I'll abstain. Yes.
Alright, that is 3 for yes, 1 for abstain, 1 for no.
Monastery it is. Hmm.
We have 2 places, or we have 1 place to solve for Sanctuary. Yes.
Okay.
I believe that's the path we should take.
Let's see.
Do we try to ask around the city about those 2 places on our road? And to ask about Skiragel tribe settlement? I think we should.
I agree. We should ask around first.
So we know our destination. We know what we are going to do. Then I think we need to gather resources and ask people around about stuff.
Alright, sounds good. I'll go ahead and grab some more rations if everyone needs it.
That would be
Yeah.
helpful.
So, Bear can probably carry 3 people plus load. Definitely not Sabby, because Sabby is dense.
I don't know, Bear can carry 600 more pounds.
Yeah, it would be Sabby plus maybe 1 other person.
God
I'm
damn,
good.
how heavy is that, Bear?
Like 312 plus 125 pounds of gear.
God damn, we're honestly probably roughly the same weight.
Yeah.
I think Bear's like 450 pounds. Not Bear, Boar.
Bear boar.
Bear Boar.
So, yeah, I'm getting an axe beak. I might throw some of my traveling supplies on the sled, but
Alright, my thought process is Bear can probably carry on Rowan, Finn, and ZZ. I can walk alongside or run alongside. I have quite a lot of stamina. And Stabby can ride. Yeah,
Oh,
as long
that's
as long as the total amount of weight on bear is less than 1,000, we are clear. So we have 800 pounds of leeway. Actually, even more because they're dragging.
I believe that is the dragging. Is not
No,
without it.
because I think with dragging it's actually way more. Let me check.
It's what? Barry is 18.
18, but they're also large size.
So that's 30 pounds of carry, doubled for dragging.
I'm pulling up a calculator.
Roll20 is a pretty good calculator.
Oh, really? There's a calculator for that?
You do /R and then you don't actually need any dice in there.
Okay, yeah. There's just this website that knew that's pretty good. So yeah, okay, so yeah, no, their drag is roughly 1,080 pounds. Okay, so yeah, as long as it is less than 800 pounds, we are in the clear. It did work. Good job. You're correct. I literally tabbed in. I was like, oh yeah, that's the correct number. So yeah, as long as ZZ, Finn, and Rowan is less than 800 pounds, you're clear.
Remember, the sled is like 300 pounds in and of itself.
Yes,
Are
exactly.
are you calling me fat?
Yes, easy. Lose weight.
Lose 20 pounds, come on.
It's entirely because of CC.
Yep.
Finn is relatively a light guy. I mean, he's 5-foot elf, maybe 150 pounds, but he's carrying like a bunch of bones and stuff.
Yeah, how much weight is that? You can see at the bottom.
Which is especially funny because I think CC was like one of the lighter adventurers.
Yeah. Well, we still got... So, yeah, we still have 500 pounds of leeway.
Yeah.
If Rowan and Finn combined is less than 500, you can all ride bear. Or ride in the sled.
I'm okay with being on the sled.
Alright. So I believe we should be clear.
Okay.
So that is for travel. We are clear for traveling capacity.
The Rowan weighs about 75 of his gear.
Alright, then yeah, we're clear.
Alright.
Alright, so we're gathering information about the tribe in the Last Chance Monastery. We do not need information with the Sanctuary of Tragedy.
Okay.
We can ask about it. It won't hurt us.
Trust me, we do not need information on the Sanctuary of Tragedy.
And I think for the future we can also ask about Skellige tribe and Icar tribe.
That I agree with.
Alright. Are you just
I know. More
generally
than enough.
asking around, or do you want to speak like a specific spot?
I'll go to the alchemist to see if they know of any ingredients near those areas that we could possibly gather.
Okay. I'm just gonna assume, for the sake of conveniences, that you are kind of sticking together for this.
Alright, sounds good.
So, yeah, you go to the alchemist. Welcome back to the Mortar and Pestle customers. How nice to see you back. What can I get you this time? Oh,
Hi,
you
I'm actually looking for
friends.
information.
Oh. Well, what sort of information? Around these
was wondering if
parts,
there were-
even that's not free, you know?
I believe that it would be more beneficial for you to tell us, actually, because we can possibly come back and grant what we're asking for to you. It's simply about alchemical ingredients near the Sanctuary of Tragedy in the Last Chance Monastery. Maybe there's something of value in those areas that we could potentially give to you in return when we come back.
Interesting deal. Well, I can tell the first one absolutely free if you're looking for ingredients down the sanctuary. Well, the surrounding area is fairly mountainous. The mountains themselves have some rare ingredients, but unless you're into climbing, I wouldn't recommend it.
What else is there?
Aside from that, the sanctuary does have its own garden, but that's really about it. The most notable things is what they like to call their, I think they were called claw trees. They're quite beautiful, but not really worth much. Some people collect their petals for almost as a memento.
Thank you for all the information.
That's the sanctuary.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. If we find anything valuable, I'll let you know and we can potentially talk about an agreement.
But if you're looking to head far norther towards the Skergel tribe, well, I have heard something grows there. But that region is fairly bare. Those people are nomads. There shouldn't be too much ingredients that you can find, but who knows? Haven't been that far up north myself.
Thank you for everything, with all the assistance with my friends here.
Oh, of course, I'd be always curious to buy some strange ingredients.
If we find anything, we will let you know.
Yes, if you have anything else to buy or know, you're always welcome to the Mortal and Pestle.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you, good customer.
Alright, then I will head out. And that is all for me.
Alright, anything else that you wanna do to gather information? Zizi will go to the library. Alright, since you were the first one, we'll go with you as the party gathers to the local small library.
Actually, it will take me a long time.
Do you have a library card? No. I'm not gonna be that mean.
Well, I imagine we can check out books inside the library without taking them out.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, you can always read there. But
I will spend like hours there. I think it's not up to my reading skills, it's up to my lack of anything useful is in that library.
I mean, it's not like a huge library, but this is a trading town. There's quite a few books here. Most of them being about trading, yes. But there's other stuff here.
They probably have information on the locals of the area, if nothing else, to say what they have and possibly what not to do there to upset the locals.
Yeah. Zizi will take her time to read about tribes, maybe about sanctuary or monastery that is near the city, and she will spend hours there.
On the sanctuary, the books are really easy to find. A lot of them being like books written by pilgrims or like holy men about just the freedom of worship there and their journey to seek like spiritual enlightenment. From the text itself, you see the sanctuary itself is like a haven for all sorts of worshippers, accepting anybody who's looking for like a quiet place and reflect and worship the gods. With the monastery itself being like more of like a secluded thing that a few people get accepted. But many people look towards to once in their lifetime visiting it.
Mm-hmm.
When you are reading about the North, you're looking specifically about the Skiragal tribe?
About Skiragal tribe, then Ikar tribe, and then Skelivak tribe. But I think that Skiragal tribe, since it's the closest one, there is probably the most information about them.
You find like trading logs from the town of Torun and Morden, and they have dealt with the Skiragal tribe. They comment on the fact they live on a almost like a barren ice float in the middle of nowhere, being a group of tribesmen that are mostly they're renowned for their fishing abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And they consider them being fairly like reasonable from the logs. They note that they have their strange habits, but it notes like long as you're being respectful towards them, they will be respectful towards you.
Sounds delightful.
We'll read up on those strange habits and we'll teach my group about them.
One of them being,
maybe...
for example, that they like to eat their flesh raw.
I like them. I like them.
They believe that it gives them strength.
It does?
Then you try to look towards the Ikar tribe. Okay, this was one of the other things that I haven't really studied out, but let's see. Or written out.
You can give that info later, because we are not going there right now.
The Ikar tribe, the only thing you find about them is a little note calling them the Scar Tribe.
Most likely combatants.
And finally, you come into the Scallywag tribe. And most of the encounters describe them as basically Vikings.
They have culture. They have civilization. They have cats.
I really love these tribes.
That
Delightful.
they are they are loyal to the king in the north.
Alright. Anything else we need to do before we head out? Blood crystals, alright.
Am I lucky today?
Ah,
Maybe. I forgot a note.
let's see.
Never mind. Never mind.
You almost find like a fairy tale book about the
System.
witch's covenant and the blood crystals that they use to empower many of their rituals. It's almost like this legend that witches would roam around the towns, capture little children, train them to use them in their dark rituals.
See.
This is like, a cultured people, these witches. I like them already.
I think I will spend some hours there so other party members can try to gather more information.
Yeah, it's up to anybody who's wanting to gather a little bit more information. Guess
Flora's gonna stay with Zizi, just kind of sitting down in a corner of the library and like thinking.
Savvy is going to ask around the tavern a little bit for stories of anyone who has traveled the north.
Okay. Stories. Unfortunately, you ask around. There's not really anybody here that has traveled to the north. You remember Shield talking about Niabi, but when you look for her specifically, it seems that she already has moved away from this town. Because she was a woman from the north.
Okay. So, not much travel to the north.
Yeah, not here.
Okay. So, Savvy is off doing that.
Anybody else wanna give? Or have an idea what they wanna do?
I think we're good.
Alright.
Yeah, Rowan's good.
Sounds like you're good.
Alright. Alright, let's start heading out.
Alright. Towards the sanctuary, correct?
Yes. Taking a path that kind of makes us not go as hard through the
And
mountains.
you have your Okay, in that case, let's
Rowan,
see.
what about my poisoner's kit?
And come back.
Or will we?
We can.
Okay.
Okay.
It's quite a journey.
On the first day. Yeah, it's a. From your estimation, it's 3 to 4 days on your current setup with the sled and that kind of thing.
Right.
It's not exactly fast at all.
Yeah, it's not fast, but it's not slow.
By the way, Finn, where did you get this thing about, carving out bones, doing stuff from them? What's the story?
I did it as a pirate. I skinned people alive, and I got a reputation for it. It's a pastime of mine. I like to collect bones. Bye.
For how long you are in this city?
Well,
Jail?
on the first
for a while.
day, nothing happened.
Because I heard that there was in the city some wild killer going around. Wasn't you just killing the time? Wink, wink.
No, I try not to kill the people that are in the town I'm in. That's how you end up back in jail. They take that personal.
Why would they?
But monster bones and animal bones, or bones of people who piss me off, that's okay.
Somebody can piss you off? How?
Stab them.
Ask me too many questions. Go back to drinking.
No, you are making me interested. What is a grand tale of Finn the Pirate?
Well, I mean, I do happen to have the one pirate reputation of bad reputation, so I guess I did a lot of things.
What was the coolest thing you ever done?
Skin someone alive.
But who?
Oh, somebody who did something I didn't like. I don't really want to talk about it because you may be a friend of his.
Bor is already making a funny face about me having friends, so you can speak openly.
It is rare.
When you get into the mountains, you start to lose the track of your path. It's coming difficulter and difficulter to find like a direct path through it. I'm going to ask for a character leading your expedition or your group to make me a survival check.
That'd be either. Yeah, that'd be Savvy.
Savvy has a slightly faster mount, so it would be easier for her to go out and scout ahead.
Yeah.
Plus, God damn it!
Oh!
Wow!
Okay.
Wow! We are lost! Who would have thought? Going to the fucking monastery will get us lost! And the avalanche went on
that's
our
the guy
ass.
who's scouting ahead just got lost. That's not us.
And we
Plus, we
without
have to go
her,
through the mountains anyway.
Yeah, we would have had to do them no matter what.
one thing I can add to help Sabi is that my familiar can fly and help her scout out. So maybe
You're going through.
advantage.
You know what? Yeah.
They can do that, and I'm also gonna cast a beast
Sure.
bond on the owl. Not beast bond. whatever the hell it is. So
Now we are talking.
there you go.
Sabi, you're going in the mountains. You're like high up as you're scouting up some feet away from your group. You're going around until you accidentally make like a loud sound. For a moment, you think you're caused an avalanche, but by some miracle, you manage to save the situation as nothing happens. As you see a more direct path ahead of you.
Oh, thank God. Jeez.
I even brought up the avalanche rules already when you rolled that 6.
I mean, it probably is the best. Savvy is the best for the job because I don't think even without proficiency, I'm pretty sure I still have the highest.
I have a 3.
So
I have no words. I'm happy that your first roll also was a natural 1.
Alright.
Is it love? Is it sisterhood? I don't know, but
Bad. The third day of travel, thanks to Zabi's navigating, is fairly smooth sailing. The weather is fairly nice. And you are unobstructed. The final day as you're going towards the sanctuary. We don't need to do each night. Not really. I mean, I could, but
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, most of the night events are probably matchable.
I mean, we could always roll for random encounters, but I think we just had like so many encounters that we might as well focus on the roleplay today.
Literally, the last 4 sessions were combat.
Exactly. Might as
Sabi,
well have
how
a
do you
session
feel?
or two with nothing but roleplay to counteract it.
Sabi, how do you feel?
I'm not used to exploring around as much. Where I was, it was easy enough to sit and enjoy the stars.
Yeah, I think when we are upper in the mountains, you will be able to show us some constellations.
Okay.
Look from the city lights, up on high mountains. Yeah, it should be fairly nice and clear skies.
By the way, since you are walking around the glacier, have any cool stories about it? Maybe some special places you visited while looking for good stars.
You know, yeah, I can do this. As you're talking and getting closer to the sanctuary, you can finish your roleplay, of course.
I've only traveled a few spots. Last time I traveled out, it was not the most fortunate. Happened upon a hill. Some guards came up and told me to go away, but I was convinced to see the stars from that spot. They tried to arrest me. You have seen my proficiency. It did not end well for them. Or the second group of guards. The third group, you saw I was in prison.
Have you heard that bar?
Yes, I have.
How many waves of guards had you killed? Less or more?
Not sure. Waves of guards, less.
It's a shame, Rohan, that most guards are male, isn't it?
Yeah, I would love a female guard. It'd be very interesting.
You might find one here. We'll see.
Do not jinx it, for fuck's sake! To be honest, I'm amazed that he didn't went during the night to the Pixie.
I thought about it, but it was such a trek.
Anyone have friends around this area?
I wouldn't call them friends, but we'll see.
What do you mean by that?
Sanctuary Tragedy is where I lived for a long time.
Ah, is there maybe, a reward for your head?
I have no idea. We'll see.
You
I mean,
I don't have the fondest
depends
memories.
on if the bounty. It depends on if the Queen's bounty has made it here, but
Exactly.
Yeah, we can send always someone who will disguise himself and just he will buy provisions and go out next day.
We'll see.
As you're
I need to
getting
look around.
closer to the sanctuary, something notices to your eye. Fairly odd. You see teeny little footprints in the snow. Tiny wee tracks.
Alright.
Leading
I-
slightly
can
away
I-
from the sanctuary itself.
Can I see if I can identify the tracks?
You can give me a survival wisdom DC 14.
10.
No, but they're like really tiny.
like small creature or tiny creature.
Tiny.
King Pixies, not again.
Why would the pixie need to make footprints?
I'm not sure. Might be good to check it out.
I can send all. No, if those are pixies, they will kill my all. Not worth it.
I'd say let's check it out though and get back on track. Follow the footprints back if need be. Of
Okay, but be on your guard.
course.
Okay.
And I start to follow the tracks.
Yep, following tracks. Because
Yeah.
I have advantage on perception, passive perception of 22.
What?
Damn!
When that happened?
By following the tracks, if you have a passive perception score of 13 or higher, which I think one of you does,
I think a lot of us do.
you pick up the sound of movement behind the confines where three creatures are playing atop a snow in the clearing. A dinner plate with branches and pine cones are arrayed on it. It is placed between them, and one of the creatures is sitting at the edge of the plate, while the other two are moving fork and knife as it were to cut, quote-unquote, the food.
It's 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Do we need to do this?
I don't know. I mean, is there any harm in it? Exactly.
Somebody have whatever. I will watch from afar.
Savvy will dismount off for axe beak and slowly approach with a.
When you
hello
approach the
there.
clearing, the three creatures look at you with interest. The one not holding a piece of cutlery starts moving its hands, mimicking eating while looking up at you guys, making welcoming gestures.
I will follow behind Sabby.
They're like
Thank you.
gesturing with their hands, kind of like, come, eat. As they show you the pine cones and branches.
I will, thank you for inviting us to your meal. I will walk over and find a reasonable spot to sit near them.
When you join them and sit and like by their dinner plates, they bring you like some pine cones and branches to yourselves.
Thank you.
They get a little excited with that as you're like sitting down, and they're like showing you once again, kind of like eat with like gestures.
Well, I will look for one of the branches. If it has any type of leaves on it, I will.
Oh no, it's just like a straight up like a branch.
Awesome.
Would you like me?
I can try to take a bite out of one of the branches.
Alright. You try to bite it. It's hard, but the little creatures become excited and start inspecting you in detail. They're like really curious, just inspecting you, just admiring you. After this, one of the creatures that wasn't holding any cutlery is like jumping up and down. Really excited.
How does it taste?
Stiff. Tough. Not my preferred, but reasonable.
The dinner party eventually comes into an end, with two of the other small creatures running off. They mimic to you like they thank you for the meal, basically.
I kind of return the gestures. And...
Somebody got it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're these like small little creatures with masks on them.
Chihuahua, apparently?
Here, I can even give you guys the picture, because I thought that this was an amusing encounter in the proper book, so I brought it here. There you go.
Interesting. Interesting little creatures.
As you start heading out, one of the creatures that was jumping up and down when it offered you the food, you say it like following you guys.
Okay. Like... Zizi stays quiet.
I put a little hand out, gesturing it to like sit on my hand.
There we go. That's that. Yeah, I rolled on the random encounter table from the book because I was like, why the fuck not? And the one encounter that I rolled was, alright, it's these guys.
These things exist.
So I was like, I remember this scene from the actual book.
Oh, that's amazing.
There you go.
See?
With that, you reach the sanctuary.
Do we all want to go inside the city, or do we just send someone to gather information and food?
Ahead of you, you see a small gathering of chapels, churches, and small buildings. This area is no bigger than like a small town. This entire area is littered with pilgrims, worshippers, people looking for hope. Many of them on their knees surrounding many of the chapels that are present here, kneeling down, worshipping their altars and chapels themselves, holding a small holy symbols, muttering prayers to themselves, looking for salvation.
Bor goes towards one of the chapels that worships Clangadin Silverbeard, which is the god Bor worships, the god of battle and honor, and praise to him.
Yeah, there would definitely be one of those around.
Yep. That's all. He's just gonna sit down and start praying.
You're almost like greeted when you come in. You barely see any security down here. A few measly guards is best that this place has to offer. And even then, they do not look like your usual guard.
He used to be the best guard here. No, I'm not. It's been a long road.
You don't even see the usual sense of a shop here. Only people just trading the occasional knick-knack. The only merchant here seemingly is like a wandering merchant with like a cart of goods on it. Not too far away from this area, you see a set of stone stairs leading high into the mountains, with on top of it, from the evening sun, you see the glaring monastery up in the distance, far in the mountains, mostly covered by the clouds, but the sunlight gives it almost a heavenly glow as it shines from the snow-covered mountain. That's it. That's all I really had to.
The Dragonborn tend not to have good relations with most deities. So we'll Tabby will keep to the outskirts, kind of staying with the party, but not paying too much attention to any of the temples.
Sabi, will you accompany me to the temple of Lady Goodluck?
Sure.
Give us a few minutes, Jess. We'll be back.
Of course.
I think Zizi will go just to pray finally for a better luck. Leave some coins on the plate. And we'll come back pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
For finishes praying and just kind of quietly just walks back to the entrance of the sanctuary and just kind of waits at the gate for everyone.
Not feeling any particular connection, Sabi, to any one of the gods?
The Dragonborn have a strained relation with most deities. Some follow Bahamut, but I am not one of them.
Maybe you worship the god of the trees. Was it Sylvanus around the corner?
Strained Dragonborn's history with the divine is stressful. I'd rather not get into the history and planar physics of it.
Okay. But one of these days you will have to tell me about this metaphysical thing. Were there many people in your druid grove?
I tended to study the stars alone more than with others, but I did learn many of the stories.
Oh, Boris already back. He's a little bit quiet for himself, don't you think so?
For Boar, maybe this place has a little bit more significance than it does for me, at least.
Who would have thought? Okay, we are back. Ready for the big climb up?
Alright, Ben, Rowan, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Sounds good.
Stairways to heaven.
Oh, you
Alright.
wanna climb up?
I mean, I imagine we should probably go through the mountain ranges that head over to Last Chance Monastery. Either that or we can go around, whatever is quicker.
I mean, considering that the monastery is far up and this is the only path there, it's gonna slightly
Then yes.
delay you if you wanna get there.
The stairs are probably the easiest path.
Yes, I assume probably. So
I
yes,
mean, you
let's go
could
that way.
always climb up there if you wanna go.
No, let's
Sky-
just go up the stairs.
Do the horse glitch from Skyrim, and there you go.
Exactly, we'll build up infinite speed.
Except it's the
What?
bear trick in this case.
Bear.
An axe beak.
Infinite
Also.
speed with the bear.
How much damage would that do? An infinite speed bear colliding with someone?
I would imagine some DM just would say, yeah, that's like max fall damage.
I mean, I wonder about maximum damage. What is terminal velocity in D&D?
Yeah,
Just
so
don't.
it turns out you hit maximum fall damage is a lot shorter than terminal velocity.
Is it? Oh yeah, 20d6.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but that's about best as you can do in D&D.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wonder what terminal velocity in feet is.
Oh,
I think at one point a DM was like, "No, infinite fall damage." Like, okay, correction. Fall damage at terminal velocity, max fall damage at terminal velocity. It was like 100 d6, over 100 d6 or something.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, so it takes roughly 12 seconds to reach terminal velocity, and in that time you'd move 1,500 feet.
as you
So if we consider it like that, then it is absurd.
Yep. As you try to get up the stairs, the few guards that there are stop you when you get about onto the first step. They are like, they look at you and they're like, do you have an invitation to go up there?
We spoke with give the guy's name we had met a few days ago in near one of the old crypts. He said we were welcome to stop by.
They kind of look at you like with this. They're obviously like doubting you.
Sir, I really don't want to deal with this right now. Just let us through.
Roll me either diplomacy or
What should I roll?
intimidation or diplomacy with that kind of a tone.
9.
They're like, I'm sorry, we can't just let anybody through.
Well, what about me? You let me through. I'm not just anybody.
Look, unless you have an appointment or have permissions from one of the fathers to go up there, we can't.
I have an appointment.
With who?
The guy.
The guy doesn't really tell me much.
The guy with the hair and the face.
The Lucas, I believe, was.
Yeah, Lucas.
Give me a diplomacy with advantage. A persuasion. Diplomacy. This ain't 4E.
Okay, if we had disadvantage, we would have rolled 2 1s.
Alright. If Lucas has invited you, in that case, we apologize. You may proceed.
Thank you.
Z.
Right.
I'm gonna call for a really short bathroom break.
Sounds good. I'm gonna grab some water.
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm here, I'm here.
Welcome back.
Here.
That's 2. Just let a few more.
Alright, I think we're just waiting for Finn and Aaron, I believe.
Back.
Finn's here.
Alright, then everyone is here, I believe.
Okay. With that, you start the steps towards the mountains. They're extensive and long. Upwards of 1,000 steps. I wonder where I stole this from. It is just exhausting to get there for anybody who's not like trained in like extensively. Even Boar is having slightly difficulties with this.
No.
After over 1,000 steps, you get up to the top of the mountain, just slightly exhausted.
Oh, no, that's Constitution. That's not con save.
The air here is thin. It's hard to breathe for anybody who's, well, you wouldn't be acclimated to the mountain.
Nope, no Goliaths here.
So yeah, when you get there, you're just having a tough time of it.
Boar is just stone-faced, just going up, just dealing with that.
Yeah, you're having a little bit more luck with that 15.
Yeah.
Still, a little bit more. Like I said, little tough even for you.
Yeah.
I was making a roll to see if I could also help carry Zizi, but I did not have the spare capacity.
Yeah, although, Finn knocked out of the park. Yeah, no, I am not carrying ZZ, you're dealing with this shit.
Deal with it yourself, you lazy.
Or is not in the mood whatsoever.
Zizi is like making more and more stops to help herself with altitude, so she will probably be really late. Those stairs to heavens want to kill her.
Well, we do know Zizi's personality, so Stairway to Heaven might actually.
At the top of the stairs, CCC
What the
is
fuck you have against my personality? What have I done to you? You, Sabi, against me? Even
That
you!
was that was out of character. But Savvy would have at least attempted to help you if she had the spare capacity, but she's getting herself up the mountain. Not much extra.
To be honest, we had the same score.
They literally rolled the same. It's just ZZ's making it so much more dramatic.
I'm making it dramatic. Who would be I not to make it dramatic? It's such a drama.
It's like you're trying to make it like dramatic, but it just looks horrible.
Just because she's so exhausted, she's like,
Yeah, it's like they're trying to make it seem worse than it is, but in reality, it's even worse than that. So it just looks horrifying.
exactly.
Hmm.
And a few people to litter the map. There we go. That's good. The guards greet you on your way here as you reach through the gates. Only a few pilgrims litter this area. This is definitely a little bit more guarded than the sanctuary below. You see the stars clearly from here. You can clearly see why this place is regarded by many. You recognize many of the stars. From
Boar's
here.
just silent, staring at the sky.
You feel the last grasp of like holy light here in this forgotten realm. Punched.
Savvy is just kind of looking up at all the stars. It's like,
It's quite beautiful here. You recognize them many as like what the rumor is that they are. In fact, gods in the distance looking down upon the realm. Many of the constellations are quite familiar to you, especially. This is the first time that you have felt so close to your roots.
Boar's just leaning back against the wall and just staring up. Damn, he's big!
Hey now, man!
no, a giant.
Just a hill giant come... a storm giant!
If we look at the distance, it's just this massive figure.
A man comes up to you, greeting you. Greetings, worshippers. You have come to the Last Chance Monastery. You have been given a day's permit to stay here. In that time, you're free to look around and worship as you please. If you need anything, you can come to ask me. I am the curator of this place.
Thank you.
Lucas sends her warmest greetings to you. He hopes to speak you in private if you are able to.
Thank you.
You don't need to take on his offer unless you want to, but he hopes that you will.
We're gonna take some time to look at the stars while waiting for the rest of our party to arrive.
Same.
Very well. If you need anything, my name is Louis Butler.
Alright, thank you.
Guards, make sure that our guests get the grand welcome.
That sounded ominous.
I walk down the stairs, grab Zizi, and just start dragging her up.
A few guards come up to you, offering you a cup filled with red liquid and what seems to be like a piece of bread.
Thank you. And I go and take it and dip the bread into the cup of liquid and eat it.
Yeah, it's a fairly sweet red wine. Quite refreshing after that trek up here.
Delightful, thank you.
The bread itself is surprisingly nutritious. It's enough to fill you for the day.
Sabby will take the bread but decline the wine.
Fritz will take both and eat it. Why not?
Maybe later.
Just throwing up in the corner. Give me a second.
Let's take a break for a bit, let everyone wind down. Then we should probably search for Lucas. I'm good?
Whatever you say.
Let's just give you a second.
With the better views atop the mountain, Sabby will pull out her star map, noting any odd stars that she had not been able to notice before. And otherwise, working on that.
Boar's just reflecting in the stars above.
You actually see a shooting star.
Wow. Never thought I'd see one.
It's coming right at you. Roll an ish. What?
It's like,
That's just like, yeah, fuck you guys, I'm done with this. The rock falls on you guys and you die.
Suddenly, a Tarrasque falls from the sky. We would be fucked if a Tarrasque spawned.
you know, meteorite might, if armor made of meteorite, might actually be a metal I could use.
Interestingly enough, I think we could survive a meteorite better than a Tarrasque.
No, I think either way you would die.
It
Maybe,
depends on the
but
size
we
of the
might be able
meteorite,
to.
depends on how close the impact is.
Yeah. If it's directly on us, okay, fair, we're fucked. Me and Bear will brace against the meteor.
Straight
Trying
on
to
you.
catch it.
Rowan.
Who has those close of missile snaring?
Ron, how is your spiritual journey?
Alright, is everyone ready to go? Check out Lucas.
Hey,
Rowan, Finn, Savvy, good to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Start moving.
No.
And I'm gonna go ahead and search for Lucas.
Yeah, if you just like ask, you're pointed towards his office.
Alright.
It's back at the big building here.
Alright. Start moving my way over.
It's not like... It's like a few minutes walk.
Got it.
Only a few luxurities are here in this monastery. On first glance it looks humble, quaint, packed. With the only exception is Father Lucas's room when you come in. With the few luxurities here. Clearly stands out from the rest of the rooms. And other places that you have seen in this sanctuary in general. Okay, let me switch you guys over soon as I put them this here. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Switch over. There we go. You should be able to see something now.
Yes.
Okay. I guess we'll kind of come in, knock at the door.
Come in! I have set down a few tables for you.
Where is the entrance? Is that the top?
At the top here.
I was just saying, 'cause it looks like that cabinet is like a full cabinet.
Oh no, that's like a door there.
Got it, yeah, I was just saying.
You can kinda see it on the map there.
Yeah.
It's
That
different than
almost
that.
looks like it's a. It almost looks like it is a bookcase door that kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
exactly.
really does seem like a false door, but I was like, you know what, this is kinda like a nice map. And then I found a little art piece there to kinda match it.
Got it.
hello, Sir Lucas.
Oh,
You have quite a
adventurers! I am so pleased that you took upon my offer. Please, hold on. Let me call in my mates to call you a chair. He claps. Come on. Have a little bit of service down here. Bring my favorite guests some chairs.
A chair. A cushion.
Of course, you're
my
free to use the ones already here in the room. I don't mind.
I'm alright.
A few maids bring in a couple of extra chairs.
Bear sits down into the chair and it just gets
Just cracked her.
You know, those humble wood chairs when you have those great.
the chair like
perfect.
shatters and he's just sitting on the debris. Just gonna stand in front of it.
Sir Lucas, I will sit here if you allow. I cannot move an inch. Oh.
Of course, feel free to sit anywhere you want. It's a shame that your little pet broke one of my chairs, but that can be replaced easily.
I don't know what you expected.
Well...
Fair point.
It's Rowan. He just hasn't entered.
No, I follow him behind everyone else.
Got it.
It is so good to meet you again. It seems you are fine. Good, good. I wasn't expecting to see you so soon. I thought you were looking for something.
We are, and it's to the north, which you happen to be in the direction of.
Oh, I see, I see. He kinda looks upon you. That glare is not quite nice. Mind if I casted a little spell?
Sure, go for it.
He, like, snaps his fingers, and you feel almost this snapping sensation and a piece of mind, like a whole mind, comes over you. There. She cannot look upon us for a moment. We should have a nice conversation.
What the hell?
Oh, don't worry about it. Just a little privacy between gentlemen. And lasses, of course.
Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to be so direct.
Look, clearly you want to say something, since you just cut off the connection. So what is it?
Oh, well, I was just wanting a nice little conversations. I don't really like being spied upon in such a manner. Surely you don't either. Probably a nice break for you, don't you think?
Yes, but I can't imagine cutting a connection would be that easy.
Not especially when we're dealing with her.
Or free of repercussions.
True.
Agreed.
She
So I
might
can't imagine there's no reason.
True. True. As it does happen, I too sort of need you for something. If you're curious, that just throwing out there. You
Speak
seem
first,
like
see you later.
you seem like people who need a little bit of a guiding hand. I could be that for you.
Speak, we'll see after.
Alright. I have a little bit of a proposition. As I said, I'll say it as nicely as I can. I need a few lackeys, such as yourself, who are capable of handling yourself for a few things.
And what are these things?
I'll get to them. And if you perform them for me, how about this? My first offer is I shall grant one of your desires. How about that?
looks very suspicious.
Yeah.
Wow. Chicka bow wow.
How would you be able to grant these desires?
Well, I do possess a certain amount of power as a humble servant of the gods would.
So you're saying
And-
divine intervention?
I can grant it to you with a few minor tweaks and that kind of thing. I'm not a helpless old man exactly, and I can do a few pull strings here and there. Just need a little bit of your cooperation.
What would these tasks entail?
Well, yes. First, I will need a few things, and when we get into the nitty-gritty details later, we can clarify something that I will need from each of you. Don't worry, it's nothing harmful. I wouldn't play around with you too much.
You'll have to forgive me if I do not believe you whatsoever.
Of course, we have just started our mutual acquaintance. Fair enough. Trust is to be earned, after all. But yes, the items that I need, in particular, are a few curiosities. 3 of them, in fact. 4 if you wanna really reach for it, but there's only 3 that I need.
What are these curiosities?
Ah, good that you asked. Far in the north, in the lands of the Northern King, he possesses... Well, he more likely knows of a location of an item that I need. It is, in fact, a helm. It used to belong to one of their most powerful kings. It is embedded with his power. By the old northern traditions, whoever were to hold this helm would be granted the title of the next king.
And that is the first curiosity.
Yes, this is a quite a powerful item. They called it the Jagged Crown.
Continue.
That is the first item. The second item is a lost item. It was in the ruins of London, where once a great ritual was held. There was a staff involved in that ritual. It is somewhere deep in the ruins. It was said to be the power source of this ritual. I am in need of this.
And that is the second curiosity.
Yes. The third item, I believe your friend there is a little familiar with. He points to Rowan.
Continue.
Far back, a certain group of individuals your friend is quite acquainted with stole an item that was greater value than they thought. This item was slightly cursed, so they decided to hide it. because it was more trouble than it was worth. This item is a necklace. You can recognize it quite easily. Your friend even has seen it once. At least I think so. And that is the final item that I need. These 3 items are necessary.
You mentioned a 4th item.
Ah, yes, the 4th item. This I don't think you will do. I don't really even need it. But if you were to be a good business partner, there is a ring. This ring... Well... what to say about it? In the crowns of Theta, and between the forest, is a great lake with a whirlpool in it. In that whirlpool exists a small secret path to a place that is known to few, and even fewer know how to access. This place has secured a certain ring that I have been wanting for years for personal reasons.
So, in conclusion, you want 3 extremely difficult items to obtain, an optional 4th, which is extremely difficult to obtain, and in return, we get 1 desire.
Yes, each of you. One of you could wish for your deal with the Ice Queen to end. I could probably more than likely grant that, only if you retrieve these items for you. You see, it's a mutually exclusive partnership. You bring me something, shall grant you something. Simple as that.
Alright, I'll have to discuss this with my allies.
Of course! You can go into a private room there. I shall not listen in. You're more than free to talk.
And I start to exit and kind of beckon for everyone to follow.
Yeah. Okay. Go.
Zizi will show with her finger and exit from this temple.
Yeah, good. Is Ron gonna follow?
Yeah, Rowan's coming out. Kind of staring.
Yeah, you find eventually like a private spot.
Alright.
Outside the temple.
Yeah, so we should probably head outside.
I love that he pointed like a room to you and you're like outside.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
To be fair, I am not going into a room pointed by this guy. Because they are asking us to obtain 3 extremely powerful artifacts, quite frankly.
Yeah, pretty confident artifacts.
You know what, guys? Bye. Zizi
Zizi,
starts going
There
down the
is
stairs.
1,000 steps.
You've been allowed to stay for the night. If we stay together,
No.
I grab Zizi by the collar and just drag her back.
No.
I'm pretty sure you'd be rolling by the time you hit stair 300.
Trips on the
Yeah, no,
first one!
Zizi,
You are
you're not
dragged
rolling.
back. You are a 100% dragged back.
Why do you even want to stay here?
Because you are
Everyone's-
already exhausted by the climb up. You at least need to rest the night, keep a watch, and
We
can descend in the morning.
absolutely need to discuss this
We
deal.
can walk down. It's only
Yes.
1,000 steps.
It's easy. If you stay, I'll give you your poisoner.
Wait, yeah, you have a
You
poisonous
give
gun
me
on you?
what? What? Zizi
Yeah.
is literally shocked. You will give my poison? What poison?
Your poisoners.
You have?
Yes, I have.
Now! Definitely, I do not want to stay here. He's up to something.
Look, it's obvious he's up to something. He has also proven the fact that he can, in fact, sever the connection between the Queen and us.
Abby! Abby! Can we go a few steps down and you will cast this fucking spell from this scroll?
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to do it here.
we recommended. We are several days away from the town, but once we are leaving, I will cast it.
Agreed. Look, at this point, here's the debate. We know the Ice Queen knows we are here. If the Ice Queen knows who Lucas is and knows that he has the power to contradict her, that can cause conflict. On the other hand, we now know the existence of 4 powerful artifacts. Even excluding if we want to return them to him, we now have 4 extremely powerful artifacts we can potentially retrieve.
The artifacts, the collection of them, most likely sounds like some powerful magic connecting to the land. A crown turning the next king, a staff used for powerful magical rituals, a necklace with potent magic. The ring, I am less sure of how it is directly connected.
Seems needed for some personal purpose. The debate is, do we want to turn down the deal with the potential of him becoming aggressive towards us due to our now having knowledge of these artifacts, or do we want to accept with the possibility of having desire granted upon finding these 3 items, potentially 4?
I say we tell him we will search for these artifacts if we are in the area, but we get no guarantees.
I agree.
I see if we can get what we want before we get the artifact.
I find that highly unlikely. I mean, his wish is to grant us the desire. We could ask for payment beforehand. We could use the argument that it'd assist us in gathering these artifacts.
Yeah, and then if we find them, we find them. If we don't, we don't. But we walk away with money.
Alright. I believe,
I said
from
we
what
do
I'm
not
hearing,
push for push it.
I agree that we shouldn't push for it. I believe it should be a suggestion. Be like, look, if we have currency, we can potentially get these items faster, or have an easier access to them. I do also agree with Sabby that we should agree that we will search, but we cannot guarantee we will find them.
Well, what's the worst thing that happened? We betrayed the man, and he,
Yeah,
He is well connected with divine power.
That's the thing. I mean, my thought process is, if he can grant us any desire, couldn't we just ask for the items?
If he was that powerful, why couldn't he get them himself?
That's the other thing. He must have some kind of restriction.
Or maybe he's not as powerful as he's letting on.
Exactly, and that brings
It
upon
is
the
a
question
ruse.
of, yeah, could he
Is-
even grant our
Is
desire?
it, or is he even dangerous to us if we backstab him?
I believe caution is the best call. I agree with Sabi in terms of agreeing to search. I also agree we should ask for some form of down payment ahead of time. From then, we can decide what to do once we find these items. Is that agreeable?
I'm against asking for a down payment because that binds us to some kind of agreement.
That is true.
I am against it all.
But again, it only binds us as far as he has the power to collect.
The issue
You know what?
is we might potentially need to sign a contract. And I know a lot of contracts can be binding in various forms.
Yes.
We
We
won't
ask for a
sign a
down
contract.
payment. We are obliged by whatever power he does hold.
If he holds power.
That's
He's
the
obviously
issue.
well connected. But
Well,
if he was as powerful as he claims, or more powerful than us, then why would he need us to find the artifact for him?
But we also know he can, in fact, sever the connection between the Queen and us. That's what makes us tricky.
I don't know. I thought I had quite a good connection with the thing.
Like, why do we even want to sever our connection to the Queen?
That's the next thing. Do we even
Like-
want to? All we know is that he can't. The biggest issue here, and at least what's going through my mind, if we leave, if we decline the deal, we have knowledge of these artifacts, and he could potentially have the power just to kill us outright.
But by doing that, we will just check his power if he does.
But at this point, it's multiple different gambles. There's gamble of
Also, remember we have the scroll for the Queen. This
we
is
do,
our
but we don't know what it does. All we know is that it creates some abjuration.
I think it will be cool and great. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a devil.
Alright, let us do two separate votes. First, do we leave with the knowledge of the artifacts, but do not accept the deal?
There's right there. We can read right now.
I say we.
The yes is for just leaving, correct?
I
The
believe
wolf
that.
thing you said.
Yes, yeah, I'm just confirming. Aaron, what is your vote? Should we leave with the knowledge of the artifacts, or make a kind of deal?
Or I'm not even saying make a deal. I'm saying we will search if we find them.
Yes, but will we tell him that we'll search for them?
I say we take him for as much money as we can.
So now I am the tiebreaker. Alright, here's my thought process. If we talk to him and tell him we're going to search, it could potentially create a way for him to have access to it. On the other hand, if we leave, we may have to deal with guards. Or even just his power or whatever. My thought process is, in terms of divine intervention, is a lot of the times it has to have a purpose of why it is happening. I don't think knowledge would be purpose. I think we should stay here for the day and then leave. That is my vote. My vote is that we stay, do not give him an answer, and leave.
But he will ask for an answer if we stay.
He will, but if he asks for us, I say we decline. Because he cannot have a reason to use divine power. And we know that we are being followed by the maid. And we do not know how powerful they are, but we know she has a connection to the Ice Queen.
It's probably a stronger connection than we have.
Exactly. So, it also brings up the idea that we could inform the maid or the Ice Queen about this man. It's effectively here, do we wish to side neutral with the Ice Queen or with Lucas? We've already come to a vote and decided that we will not side with Lucas. So then the next question is, do we want to inform the Ice Queen or the maid about Lucas and about what he is offering, or do we wish to keep quiet?
I will say this. Probably the hero quest is how do you say it? Connected to this items. So we sell the Lucas out.
So that is
Because
a
there is
vote
one-
for siding with the Ice Queen.
Because there is one thing. We finally will have to give something. The Queen of Ice.
Yeah.
This is the first thing we can give her. If we're doing anything.
It also gives us leeway. Gives us the ability to be like, look, we give you this, so give us some room to do our thing. That could also give us time to search for the artifacts.
But the queen would know of the artifacts, and possibly even have better idea of their location.
Potentially, but
knows
we
that
don't need
people
to
are
inform
searching.
them.
If she knows that someone is searching for them, us or Lucas, she is more likely to try to retrieve them herself. And whatever power they have.
Not a problem. She's already the ruler of this world.
Yes, but more power can cause more chaos.
What possibly can go wrong? She will kill everybody. She didn't did that for about 1,000 years. She has
Question.
all the power she has.
We don't know. We don't know if she has enough power to cause an event like that.
She's a master of this realm for 1,000 years.
Yes, but Master of Realm doesn't mean you're a god.
Did you see any god coming down to beat her for 1,000 years?
Gods don't come down for purposes like that.
Oh, killing all their fucking followers is not enough cause to go and kick her ass?
Yes. From Dragonborn heritage, yes. That is not enough.
That's not enough. I believe we should stay neutral. I believe we do not inform the Ice Queen, and instead search for these artifacts while searching north, under the guise we're searching for the hero. And we can frankly do both at the same time. I say let's put this to a vote. My vote is to be neutral. Zizi's vote is to go to the Ice Queen. That is currently 1-1. Finn, Sabby, and Rowan. What are your votes?
I say we do not tell the Ice Queen we are searching for these artifacts. If she asks why we are searching for items that might increase our power to find the hero, but not tell her what we are searching for specifically.
I agree. That's currently 2-1. Finn and Rowan, what are your votes?
I'll work with it. That sounds good.
Is
Yeah,
that neutral?
Neutral.
I'm
Rowan?
neutral.
All
I'm
right.
neutral.
4-1. So, in the end, we have decided we shall attempt to leave tomorrow, and we shall not inform Lucas of our decision. If he arrives, we agree to, or we decline the offer. Is that agreeable?
Seems to be our play.
All right.
One day we will have to pick a side. Start thinking about which one you want.
Potentially, but once it comes to that point, we'll make our decision. And I start searching for a place to rest for the night.
Yeah, you are pointed like a room. Or
We're
like a
invited to stay for
corner
the
with
night.
like a few bedrolls and that kind of thing. It's not exactly a room, but there's enough room for all of you to sleep for the night.
And again, I believe setting a watch.
For
Yes,
free,
100%.
you are provided with food or nourishment for the evening. And for those who want to drink, they do give you more of that red wine if you want to take part.
I am no longer risking drinks. I will accept bread, or I will accept food, but I will not accept drink.
I will accept the food, but not eat it there. I will take it back.
Yes,
And anyone
agreed.
else who is doing the same, I will purify food and drink.
Yes, I will do the exact same.
I want your good berries. That's the safest thing.
I love how you guys are so fucking suspicious of this place.
He is so fucking suspicious.
The place generally is fine. Again, I am going back to like the 4th edition lore of why Dragonborn don't trust deities. With a little bit of it. But also, we are suspicious of more Lucas specifically.
Yes. Fucking Lucas.
The place generally is fine. Lucas is what we don't trust.
A man who is able to sever the connection with the Ice Queen is asking us to find 3 artifacts, which we're not a powerful group. We are level 4. They are asking us to find 3 extremely powerful artifacts, and then return them to him. Of course we are suspicious of it.
Yeah, you take watches. Your sleep is thankfully uninterrupted.
It's interrupted, oh no.
Slightly uncomfortable sleep here, but hey, you have slept in worse places. At least you have shelter for the night.
Yes.
In the morning, as you're ready to head out, Lucas would come to meet you on your way out. Good morning to each of you. I hope that you have rested well, and I hope that you have considered my offer.
We have. In the end, we've all come to agreement that it just doesn't seem worth it. Seems too risky at this point in time.
That is absolutely fine. I wasn't expecting you to agree straight away, but in the future, when you have run out of options to get rid of her, you're always more than welcome to come back here.
Thank you.
Probably the few that can grant what you want.
Thank you for the offer. And I start to walk down the staircase, just not even finishing up the conversation.
Yeah, he's just like smiles to you and waves to you. Do you have a pleasant
I do not fucking trust him.
Do you have a pleasant journey?
Thank you.
A few moments later, avalanche.
A few minutes later, we get, I'm going to say, a couple hundred steps down. Read the scroll from the Ice Queen.
Yep, sounds good.
Sounds good.
You pop
You have my blessing.
open the scroll. At this point, the abjuration magic card in the scroll has faded, allowing you to open it without issues. With that, a ghostly visage, nothing more than a pale shadow of the Ice Queen, appears in front of you. Adventures. You have done quite well on your journey, with a small hiccup. But I will
Yeah, it's been-
glance over that little dealing that you had recently.
If it makes you feel better, we have declined the offer. Although I prefer not to say what the offer is, but you don't need to worry. It does not worry you whatsoever.
Understand that I do not particularly care. We have a little bit of an agreement. That's all you need to know for now. I do not really care what he seeks. I have my own goal.
Fair enough.
The quest haven't changed.
If you accept
we-
that his offer, that is entirely fine. But understand that if you do plan to betray me, well, let's just put it that I will not be pleased.
Good thing we don't.
Of course. Which brings me to my little message. You have gained a little bit of reputation. Why I wanted to contact you. I hope your journey for the hero is going quite well.
It does. That's why we're here.
Our reputation will help us connect in the future to the Resistance.
Yes, that is what I wanted you to do in the first place. To build up
Fair enough.
connections, find the resistance, or, like I said, perhaps the hero is in the north.
And that's where we plan to journey.
Indeed it is. But I did have a small little update, or little bit of more of a beneficial thing for you. If you're
is it?
interested, that is. As a
I am, if anyone else.
gracious queen, I am obliged to throw you a bone.
Of what type?
Of course it will not be easy to acquire, but you should be able to handle it by now. I feel you have grown a little stronger.
I believe we have.
Good. Since you're going to the north, or to the south, it doesn't really matter, but I feel that you are heading to the north.
Alright.
Over here, on your... she like points to your map with her coastal visage. Is you out on your journey? If you're daring to go and fetch it, of course.
We need the map.
We're
Can't see
from the
anything.
monastery.
Oh, right.
It's on our way.
It's
Perfect.
there's something that might assist in your journey if you're interested. Hold on, I need to check one thing. Shouldn't take too long.
No, not that direction. Turn left. Turn left.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
What kind of enemies can we find there?
Ah, yes. Give the DM just a moment.
Of course.
Uno momento. I was checking that if I could fit this with one of your backstories, but none of you really have. that kind of backstory that I could add something here with.
Yeah, I saw like on my character sheet that I went from spells to bio. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Why are you at spells?
I was going through some of your
I have
backstories. You know what? I'll throw this for shits and giggles because I got the map.
Give us blood magic! Blood magic!
Ah, yes. Enemies. Well, this particular cave is known for their pirates. Quite a
Pirates?
notorious
So these on the
bunch. Yes, they are usually on the shore, but these pirates, my loyal subjects, last as I was updated on them, have a hidden entrance in the caves that leads into the waters.
If you don't mind, I think our current plan is to head up to Skirogel, then head over to the cave. Does that sound good?
Absolutely up to you if you wanna go and take this. I just thought you might be interested.
Thank you for the information.
Of course. I'm glad to serve my loyal subjects. And wanted mostly a progress update.
Going well.
Of course. I will keep in my tabs on you just in case.
If we need to contact you, do we have a way to do so?
You could always call for her. She will look you up.
Fair enough. She tends to be extremely stealthy, from what I can tell.
Ah, yes, I thought that you'll be able to spot her. Not with your current skills, that is.
I'm going to
Passive.
try as hard as I can, though.
Passive perception 22.
I don't even know if that would be enough.
But that was mostly all. Ta-ta!
Goodbye.
Goodbye, beloved queen.
The visage ends
Alright.
with the image of her fading into the wind.
We have a lot to check out now, don't we?
Yep.
Yep.
You know what? Her quest sounds more doable than the requirements of this other guy.
Quite frankly, yes. We get an immediate reward, we have an immediate location, we don't have to search that much. Much easier, comparatively.
Yeah, the only thing is, yeah, that's pirates.
Honestly, I don't think that's much bigger of a threat than like half the other stuff we fought.
Pirates, if we are able to successfully beat them, that might give us easier access, at least from where their ship is, possibly down along
The coast?
along
Yeah.
this coast. Getting to this coast might be a bit more difficult.
Well, we have, there's like a passageway right here. Up top. where you
Yeah,
kinda go through.
there is a passageway.
It'd be difficult terrain, but that's fine. Much
Yeah.
faster than going all the way around.
Yeah, it's
And we
for... I doubt that any of your... Actually, no, you do have a sailor with you, because you do have a pirate with you.
Yeah, because Finn was a pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives a much easier access to...
He would,
multiple
in
villages.
character, know that sailing through that region has been, like, really rough. Many ships have crashed there. You need, like, an
Good thing...
experienced sailor to go through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I said we have easy access to this coast.
Yes, that coast is much easier to access.
Maybe that's the reward, a ship.
Maybe, we'll see.
Well, pirates tend to have treasure, so At least we won't go in.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly. We'll have a lot of money afterwards.
Or maybe it's one of those pirate pants that don't actually have anything.